And given the fact that it's a small enterprise, then the risk factors are higher than a bigger enterprise. So then now it becomes challenging to be able to provide funding for SMEs in Kenya. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll give one room to one person that was in the agriculture session to ask a question to the financing one. So anyone? Florence, yes. Anything around agriculture and the opportunities for agriculture and food systems? So who do I pick? Anyone that was in this session for financing? Anyone? Any questions from here? You're good? All right. This table, any question on financing, on agriculture and food systems? Yep. Oh, so we begin here, then there. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'm from Menlo University in Brno. My name is Iri Schneider. And my question is if it's the same about financing of big project or how supports, for example, some local farmers somewhere in rural areas where probably it will be not a huge range of money, of new products, and so that is only small. So how it's possible to support this target group, which is also very important, because I think that also within circular economy is necessary to support some local producers, some local cycles, etc., etc. Thank you.
It's your question.
Okay, that's a very good question, and I think I will approach it this way. There is the formal financial system, which they have to get money through the commercial banking, and now that depends on which financial products they have targeting the small and micro enterprises and what they utilize to qualify for them. That we've already discussed that about the risk factors, the idea that you don't have traction. They don't understand your market system, the various actors in the ecosystem, the stakeholders, and how to fund it. But then we also have the informal financial system, which now we depend on things like the savings, the village savings and loan associations, the local cooperatives, which also, if they are able to be formalized, they are able to be developed further, to be able to start now developing financial systems that are targeted towards their unique market systems. Then we can develop unique financial products for that unique sector or that unique farmer group or that unique area, and start providing them with a financial product. And meaning that we need to be able to come up with mechanisms that can be able to even move towards the informal financial system and start developing financial products, right from doing a capacity assessment for their financial requirements and financial system, to developing financial products that are targeted towards their own unique requirements and maybe helping them scale and grow. Yeah.
Thank you. We have a question over there.
Yes. Thank you very much, moderator. My name is Mr. Leo Kahudo, and I have a question more so to the panelists. I did not attend the agriculture panel, but I'm an entrepreneur, more so in regard to green energy. And besides that, I'm also one of the coordinators of a community-based organization in Nairobi. That is towards the Githurai area. So I have this question more so in regard to agriculture. For the community-based organizations, which is actually a registered NGO. It normally involves some the densely populated place, whereby the demand more so for these poultry products is very high. But unfortunately, we could not take off because of limitations of finance. I tried maybe to survey to see possibly if I can secure an organization that was willing to come on board and we share the vision so that we partner because we've already got the rat whereby you can establish the premise and possibly on a maybe 50-50 basis, we chip in the project, the capital to kick off the project. These are a group that is owned or most of the members are vulnerable members of the community. The target is actually to raise them or to support them financially and actually to mitigate besides poverty, to make sure you also create employment and the rest. So maybe possibly, I don't know, maybe you've got an idea of maybe some organization that willing to give grants or possibly starters, and maybe from there we'll definitely sustain ourselves because the main problem is actually capital limitations. Or maybe we can partner and then we share the profit maybe on a given percent.
Okay.
Thanks very
thank
much.
you. Yes, so your question is around financing and partnership.
Financing and partnership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the agriculture, I've heard the black soldier fly mentioned a lot, and so I just wanted to know what are the benefits? What is so special about this fly?
Yes, so those are questions in one. So maybe the first one was yours around financing and partnership, and the second one belongs to you. Okay.
Thank you. No, I can take the black soldier fly question, even if that's not my specialty. But so basically, the black soldier fly is eating the organic waste. So you have a lot of companies and CBOs that are starting this as a business. So they eat and they develop. So you have on the bio waste, and then so you have the eggs, and then you have the larva, and then this larva is it's dry and transformed into a powder that is used for as a feed for animals, so poultry, pigs, and fish. And so they basically they grow on waste, and then that's a way to treat the waste. But they don't go until the fly, they keep the larva and then they dry the larva. So that's one way to reduce bio-waste, but also to produce a feed for animals.
Okay, if I got it right, your enterprise is on poultry farming. Yeah? So what you're asking was about accessing financing, and at the same time finding out if you can be able to get an investor. Yeah, I think that's the good thing with poultry farming is it's a business model that has been proven it works in the country. That I will not dispute that. But the biggest challenge with farmers, especially for programs that we've been involved in, starts from the idea of formalization. Do you have a registered company? And do you have traction? Have you existed for a long time? Do you have records that you've kept in terms of how you've been doing? You know?
No, my take was, you see, you've not even kickstarted the project.
Yeah. Or you've not started?
Because we've already come up with a plan.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, funds are not available. We try to approach maybe various institutions so that we can partner. You could partner, but been unable to break through. Because what is happening is, this is actually like a civil society, the organizations. And unfortunately, majority of the members as I said, are not financially well off. They're actually vulnerable members, the community. Let me use that term. So if you can possibly get somebody whom possibly you can partner in terms of maybe grants or maybe a bit of an equitable fund at the beginning to kickstart the project. The moment it just kick off. And then from there, then we can possibly share our, maybe, let me use that word, losses and profits. But the premise is already there, it's intact. And the market is there. But unfortunately, capital is not available. That's the problem. And the workforce is there.
So the members are there. It's
Members
a
are
CBO
there.
that is registered, but you have not started.
You've not started.
Now that's where the challenge lies in.
The market is already there.
Because of the fact that what I would say from my perspective, you
Yes.
know, is that more often than not, it is hard to attract funding at that stage, especially if you have not started. You become more attractive once you start gaining traction. And that's where there's the idea of starting small. You're a CBO, you have members, okay? And the whole idea of a CBO having members is that there has to be something that's brought you together. You need to come up with a mechanism which will help you maybe do, because I remember in the finance, I told you more than 67% of money that is used to fund SMEs comes from own savings. So you need to start from that level of, one, coming up with a program or an activity that enables your members to save, so that you are not really looking for somebody to fund you and yet you don't have some skin in the game. You need to start by saving first, and then you start your enterprise, and then at the stage of growing and scaling, it becomes more attractive for any grant provider or a funder or even an investor to come in. But initially, if you've not come up with a mechanism of saving first, because that's where you need to start from. You need to train yourself to save first and start that activity of saving first. Do your own self-financing to start small. And then from there, when you want to scale and grow, you become more attractive.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So I hope we've had all our concerns addressed and questions. So one more thing. So we are going to have B2B sessions to follow up on the tracks at the back after lunch. So we'll have tables set up for, or rather by various companies. So if you have any other burning questions, like I'm sure my friend there is not satisfied yet that he can't get a partner. So you can approach the businesses that will be there at the tables. You have your discussions and interact effectively. So for now, I'd request that we take the remaining 30 minutes to visit the booths. I know we haven't had enough time to do so. Let's interact with the booths. Let's understand their innovative ideas. Let's share contacts so that we can at least have something from these sessions. So I'd request that we move to the booths. I don't know which, I mean, let's do it randomly, whichever one that interests you, you can go there. Then at 1, we are having lunch over there, after which we'll have the session. So if you're interested in having a table where you can interact with some of your interested partners or anyone that may want to talk to you, let me know. I'll have your table labeled. There is nothing you need to pay. So yeah, let me know earlier so that for better planning. Thank you. So let's go to the booths. We can interact later. Let's give a clap to the good gentleman here. Thank you so much for making it brief. Yeah, let's see you in the afternoon. Thank you so much. Feel free to walk into the booths.
Oh lo lo, ah la la. Oh lo lo, ah la la. Hey wena, bossa Also drop the chup chup chup. Also drop the chup chup chup. Also drop the pinatago. We wanna party. So